Okay, exercise of the week number 28, the elbow active bridge. Like we mentioned at the ending of the last one, we've got 2 moves left and we want to focus on the abdominals for the last 2 to finish out the strength circuit that we're building for you. So for today, the elbow active bridge, we're going to target the obliques on the side of the abdominal wall. To perform the elbow active bridge, you're going to start on your side and place both legs on top of one another. Then prop yourself up on one elbow. Just kind of get comfortable there, support yourself, make sure the elbow is right underneath the shoulder. Place the opposite hand on the hip. Now from this position, what you're going to do is using the obliques on the side of the abdominal wall closest to the ground, you're going to just press yourself up into the air and then lower the hips back down to the ground. And you're just going to repeat that motion up and down. The objective, what you're really trying to focus on, is using the sides of the abdominal wall. Obviously, there'll be quite a bit of contraction involved through the rectus abdominis and the rest of the abdominal wall as well, just as part of the stabilizing of the core. But really do your best to emphasize that pressing and pulling motion, the eccentric and concentric contraction through the obliques on the side of the abdominal wall. 2 things to be concerned about, again looking at the negative side effects of any exercise. One is obviously the twisting that occurs in the spine. Because there's twisting in the spine, we want to make sure that the neutralizing exercise we choose restores the flexion and extension through the back. Secondly, there's a lot of tightness that occurs in the hips during the course of the exercise, so we want to do a move that will restore both the flexion and extension through the pelvis, but also help to lengthen out the groin a little bit, as that's an area that tends to get tight the higher sets and repetitions you do of the elbow active bridge. So we chose the spread foot roller coaster. Josh and Lauren are going to go into the starting position with the legs out real wide, hands on the ground out in front of you, and then from there you just roll through, lowering your chin, your chest, your stomach, and your hips. Okay, again, you're getting the flexion and extension back through the spine, you're getting great extension and flexion through the hips, and then obviously there's the lengthening of the groin as well, achieved by the spread foot position. Alright, so next week we're going to come back and do 1 more move, and then the following week you'll actually get the full video that encompasses all 10 of the moves that we chose for the strength circuit for the first one that we're building for you. Next week for the last one, exercise number 29, we're going to do pendulum full sit-ups.